I got some new vapes today. Bought some new vapes. Yeah. It's probably the most interesting thing I did today, besides not sleeping at all.
Wait, when you say new vapes, you mean like one vape and then like cartridges, or like
They're
multiple vapes?
they're disposable. They're disposable vapes. You know, like
You're terrible for the environment.
Yeah,
You're a
well,
horrifically
they're disposable
evil
like
person.
I am. Apparently, you know, I'm disposable too. They say. I've been told that before.
All humans are disposable. You can compost them.
You can put them in the trash compactor. Who's gonna tell the difference?
So what's this about putting people in the trash compactor? Have you seen that happen?
Oh, I have seen that. I've seen that happen in movies a lot. I watch a lot of movies about it. It's the only thing I really watch these days.
It's movies about trash compactor people.
No, just like footage of trash compactors and what they do to trash, and thinking about throwing some trash in there, you know? Every so often, I just think about it.
Yeah.
And one day, maybe myself. And then, anyways, so the vapes I got, which is more important to the story, besides the fact... Anyways, I got lemon flavored. That's cool, right? You got lemon sparkle.
That's pretty good.
So the guy at the vape store, which we'll call him Gregory, told me...
What's his real name? What's his home address? Got a last name?
Antonio Banderas.
That's not the guy who sold you vapes.
It was. He's
All right, Gregory at the vape store.
He told me that this lemon sparkle flavor was, quote unquote, tasted like one of those Coca-Cola candies. And he asked me if I tried those before, and I said no. And he said, "Oh, okay, well, you could have this then anyway." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." And then I bought it.
I've had those Coca-Cola candies.
What do they taste like?
They do taste
like lemon
citrus.
sparkle?
They taste kind of like citrusy. Sweet.
Am I uncultured? Do you think I'm uncultured?
I think you're just someone who doesn't eat a lot of candy. I have a sweet tooth, so I feel like
I don't have a sweet tooth at all.
Exactly. I think I'm more knowledgeable on candies by the fact that I have a sweet tooth. And I've been doing really good about it.
It's a little crazy because I was a big boy. You know, you would expect it to be the other way around, but
yeah. And then the little tiny fucking impish, gangly child that I was. I actually did have a little tubby phase for a bit. My body progression is like, it's like someone took like a character creator slider and just kind of fucked with it every once in a while.
Well, I mean, you started running though, right? You doing you did a run, right?
When I was a little kid, I was like really skinny, and then I got like introduced to video games, and I got kind of pudgy, and then my mom's like, "All right, none of this." And then I got
none of this.
And then I did like 4 sports at a time, and like boxing, and got jacked. And then I quit boxing, and then I just got normal, and now I'm like a little pudgy again.
When I first met you, you were eating like fucking macaroni and like pasta and butter and shit a lot. But you were still like a skinny guy.
I think that's the thing. My metabolism was like working overtime. I also, when you met me, I was still in organized sports. So I played sports like
you played hockey
a week.
When I was.
I played hockey. I played high school rugby, and I played baseball in the summer.
What was your favorite sport?
It's hockey. Baseball's fucking sucks. Rugby is fun in concept, but like I'm not good at it. So
only fucking cavemen like baseball. Honestly, it's really they just play with clubs.
It's so boring, dude. Have you ever watched a baseball game?
I can't do
exactly.
it. I can't do it.
I literally. This is a story. Call it slander. Call it a lie. Whatever you want. I'm at a Blue Jays game. We're pretty close to the front of the stands. We're on the right side, kind of in between right outfield and first base. Jose
Right.
Bautista, the famous Blue Jays player, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Not the guy from
Falling as
Guardians of the
he's
Galaxy.
no,
Okay.
not that's Dave Bautista, his cousin.
Oh, okay.
Jose, I don't know. Jose Bautista. This dude's falling asleep. He's in the outfield, so his goal is his job is important. If someone hits a fucking wicked ball out into the back, he's supposed to catch it. He's falling asleep. Like he's like crouched down, he's falling asleep. If like the most famous Canadian baseball player is falling asleep during baseball,
What does
you
that
know
say,
it's a
huh?
boring game. You know the game is boring.
It could be interesting if it was like just a faster. You know what? Honestly, it couldn't be better because it could just also not exist, and that could be cool too. Imagine living in a world without
I think
baseball.
you should be able to hit people with the bat.
That should be allowed. You know.
I do love the videos of people charging the mound though, when like someone gets hit with a baseball and they run up at the pitcher to beat his ass.
Listen, I just want to point one thing out. If baseball was so good, how come there aren't any decent video games about baseball besides Mario Sluggers? Okay, what other baseball games do you know besides Mario Sluggers?
It's like MLB The Show is like the yearly sports one, but no one cares. You never hear people saying, "Yeah,
Who
let's
the
go play
fuck is
MLB."
like, yeah, let's play MLB
You-
The Show, guys. Let's get drunk and play MLB The Show.
I have
You
to
ever hear
say, even closer, even Madden's more popular than that.
I can't even watch
don't-
football either, to be honest.
Football's boring. Football is like really fun to play when you're just like you don't give a shit. But like high level football is so much downtime. This is why I like hockey. There's no downtime. You're allowed to kill people, and it's fast.
Yeah.
It's the most video gamey sport there is. There is violence. It's extremely fast paced, and there's no breaks outside intermissions. Like the breaks are less than a minute unless someone gets fucking killed, and then they have to like wheel them off in a stretcher. It's brutal,
You know,
but it's cool.
I will say I could see that because like my favorite sport is boxing, and even boxing can be like sometimes depending on like the fighters, sometimes it could be fucking boring, honestly. Because sometimes
It's
people
always-
just won't hit each other, or like they'll just be blocking, or they'll like hug each other and shit, and then maybe they get married after. You know, I don't know, but hopefully it ends well because I've seen some of them kiss, these boxers, and honestly I'm kind of jealous.
See,
I'm not gonna lie.
boxing is more of like a storytelling thing. I watched a video last night about YouTuber boxing. And
Yeah.
but they were just describing the way that boxing has always existed has been like a storytelling type deal where like it's like wrestling where it's like yeah, they ham up the animosity between the two fighters. There's like weeks of like lore building and prep. There's little mini bios about them before they fight. There's like all these press conferences where they you know, they verbally joust with each other, and it's like it's a big intense moment, and then the actual
Verbally joust.
the fight is only like maybe 10% of the whole experience, but it's the big climax. It's like all this build up, and then bam, fists are flying. I think that's interesting, where it is so the whole experience of boxing, not just the fight, is such a slow burn that like honestly no matter how slow the fight is, it's still high intensity because you're like, oh, I've created super high stakes.
Yeah, it's reputation, it's everything, basically.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing that's like more easy for people to follow is like individual sports. Because like following a team, the roster changes, everything changes so quickly that it's like you can get invested in individual players, but it's hard to like stay current with like a storyline of like a sports team, unless like your sports team is like infamously bad or like super like perfect. Then it's like, oh, we want them to win a game, so when they win a game it's like, or they're getting close to winning a game, like the intensity is super high because like, oh, we haven't won a game in like 4 or 5 games, it's crazy. Or this team's like on like a streak and they're on the ropes and they might lose and like, oh shit, are they gonna get dethroned? But with boxing, every time it's like, oh my god.
I remember
God.
I had this idea that I wanted to do a boxing match with you, and you turned that down pretty quick. But we did come up to a conclusion about something along those lines, which I don't exactly want to reveal, but it does involve.
It's a less painful boxing match.
I mean, yeah, it won't end, hopefully at least, with one of us on the ground dead.
I think the thing with me is that I took boxing. I'm not scared of fighting people. I just want to beat up friends.
It's me. It's supposed to be me. It's not just anyone. It's me.
Exactly. So I don't want to beat you up.
You think you could beat me up?
No, I don't think. I mean, I feel like I could maybe. I don't think I could like actually take you down.
This is where it starts, by the way. This is exactly where it starts with this kind of talk.
You have muscle. You have way more, bulk muscle than I do. I'm pretty frail.
Talking about who can win a fight is kind of pointless because
you could probably beat me in like an actual knock my ass on the ground fight. But I feel like I got longer arms. I got that eagle wingspan that I might be able to like Jake Paul against Floyd Mayweather type, where like I can just like.
We all saw what Andy
I
Ruiz
can
did
just
to
like
Anthony
stay
Joshua,
away from you. What?
We all saw what Andy Ruiz did to Anthony Joshua. Remember that guy? I showed you that video where the little pudgy dude beat the fucking 6'7" Adonis dude, just fucking destroyed him.
I think you could beat my ass that way. I think the only advantage I'd have would be able to reach you. I could probably get more points in.
I'm not talking about what I'm not saying I could beat you up. I'm just talking.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking about it. Great strategy wise, I think my reach.
Well, I don't want to think about beating you up unless you piss me off. All right, so far that hasn't happened yet.
You think about that like every day.
I don't.
We're playing Uno, and you say I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you with a gun. I'm gonna pick up a gun and kill you. So you say every time we play Uno. It's like
that's what happens every other time at least. And I don't tell you what kind of gun I'm gonna use because I want to keep it a surprise.
Anyway, enough about this violence.
Enough about boxing. People are gonna think this is like a man.
People are gonna think this is a Tiny Meat Gang podcast.
Yeah, what the fuck? What are we doing here? All right, let's talk about what we've been up to. What have you been up to, Keith?
Since the last podcast, which came out mere weeks ago, but was recorded like months ago.
Recorded 50 pounds ago from me.
Yeah, recorded quite a while ago. We shot all those videos over the summer, and we've been releasing them piecemeal because it takes a long time to edit them. And
we can't be consistent enough considering our situation.
We can do gaming videos, but we don't like them as much.
Yeah, they're okay. But it's not as fun.
We like the goofy live action stuff, so we've been doing that. We've been
trying to do more of it.
Yeah, we shot a couple videos. We shot a little filler video last month in December when I came to visit Andy for like a day. But
when is that video going up?
I don't know. Probably at the very end.
Say it to me right now, but redact it.
At the like the mukbang video, I think is gonna go up like this. No, probably next week.
Okay.
Wait, I think maybe I'll get if Alvin's fast, this podcast will come out, then the mukbang video, and then. All right,
Alvin, chop, you little bastard.
And then the Jollibee video is like just like a filler before you can get here, basically, just like an emergency. Crack it out, or maybe I'll put the mukbang out right now. I'll put the mukbang out this week, actually, because I'm trying to finish. I wanted to get all these videos up before the end of the year, but a little bit
past that.
But everyone who fucking edited for us, except for Eamon, just couldn't get it lined up. So I'm like trying to edit them all myself, but I'm like, man, it's fucking slow. Because I edited like half of them before sending them off to other people, and then did some more after they sent it back. It's been a lot of work.
Anyways, we'll discuss that ourselves in our little carnival, in our Carny meeting, in our annual carnival meeting. All right.
That's why we release so many few videos. We only meet once a year to think about videos, and then we never think about them again.
something I've noticed about myself. I've been stuttering a fuck ton lately, and it's actually starting to piss me off now. I don't know what it is.
Is it all the nicotine
Is
in your
it?
system?
How dare you? How dare?
What have we been up to? I finished college. I did some movies and
What kind of movies?
did a comedy movie. I did 2 horror movies. Well, like a horror.
What
and
was
a
your favorite
thriller.
joke in the comedy?
Um, Probably like the least funny joke, but like the most intricate joke. The setup is this woman's getting like she's at this spa and they're putting like this face mask on her and she's just putting on way too fucking much. Like and I did the sound mix for it and it's like sloppy, gross, like mushing sounds. She's just covered in this like blue face mask and she's like, I swear to God, if you put any more blue shit on my face, I got to pack up my drums and move to Vegas. And I was like, that's a pretty good Blue Man Group joke. I was very funny, but I was like, that's probably like the most thoughtful
I didn't
joke.
even understand that was supposed to be
That's
a
what
Blue
I think. That's
Group
why it was
joke.
funny because like nobody got the joke except for probably me and the writer director. And when she's like, "Is that a good joke?" I'm like, "I think you should keep it in. I like that joke." So
Is that a good joke?
yeah. So yeah, I did that. Did a movie about a rat. All of these.
Ah, yes.
Upon saying it, you cannot watch them yet, but you might be able to watch the Rat movie in the next couple of months because we're sending it to festivals now. But anyway, I finished film school, did a couple movies, and now I'm poor and broke because I went to film school and I have no job.
Just how poor and broke are you?
I have like 2 months of rent left in my bank account. And no job.
Well,
That could be way worse, I think. Cuz like
I mean,
I got
yeah, could be.
I actually called one of my old employers back, the door-to-door paint salesman. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you need any more paint guys?" And he's like, "Absolutely, my friend." So, at least I have like 2 days a week to work. Maybe I'll live stream. People pay me to, cry.
Today I had a talk with my mother because okay, for the people who don't know, which I don't think I've ever talked about in a podcast. Actually no, I have, that I was still currently living with my family.
You moved back
during-
in though. You
I
moved
back
out
in.
a while ago and you moved back in.
I moved back in. There's a lot of things that I'm limited in doing here. Strangely enough, even though I'm an adult at this point. It's weird. It's weird how they operate. Considering my mom can't she has to listen to everything at the lowest volume possible, right? She can hear the whole world. I feel like honestly sometimes she will hear me whisper sometimes through walls, and I don't understand how she's able to do this. And so, thus being that, I guess, I talk to a lot of people at night. I talk to a lot of people around at night. I talk to a lot of fucking people.
That sounds like such a bad sentence. I talk to a lot of people at night.
Talk to a lot of people at night.
There's a lot of people in
They
my
come
brain.
in,
I talk to them.
they just come in and out, and it gets messy sometimes. Okay, and I don't really know how to handle it. It's just. I also made that sound as bad as I possibly could, by the way. It did not need to sound that bad. But hopefully, whenever I actually move in with you, I can get all the noise complaints I want.
To be fair, even when you were here, we got pretty aggressively loud. I have never once had a noise complaint. Never
Probably
once.
good soundproofing.
I don't even think it's good soundproofing. I don't have any. It's just.
Have you heard any other neighbors?
I think I told the story maybe on the podcast, maybe not. I heard a kid run into the wall next to me. That's all I've heard. I feel like honestly he might have been in the hallway, because the only way I can hear people in the hallway is because my door. I'm sorry, comes straight down to where your room would be. So if someone
Honestly,
like runs into is in the hallway near that door, you can kind of hear them. But I heard this kid go in full tilt, fucking slam. It must have been his head right into the wall because I heard footsteps and then bang, and then like a second delay, and then crying, and the mom being like, "Oh no." So that's the most loud thing I've heard. Yeah.
You think that kid has like 5 years left to live, or like less?
Dude definitely has like severe brain bruising that's gonna impact him. Yeah,
took 5 years off his life.
That kid was gonna outlive Betty White. Not anymore. Honestly, he just got shortened.
Oh my God! Don't say that. Betty White made all those cakes. She deserves better. Wait, does she make the cakes? Is she the person that makes the cakes?
Betty White?
Or is that? Oh, it's Betty Crocker, right? Oh my fucking God! What the fuck, dude? Who's Betty White? Is she the Golden Girl?
Yeah, she's the Golden Girl. She's the comedian.
Oh my God! This is kind of fucked up.
She was about to turn 100. All the magazines had Betty White 100 like stories on them about her becoming 100 years old, and then she died like a few days before she turned 100. So many people are like, what if this was a prank? What if she like the doctor said you're gonna die exactly before your birthday, and she's like, oh, this is perfect, and then she sets up all of like the 100-year birthday like magazines and interviews and all that stuff, and then dies. I think that
extremely elaborate.
I think that's extremely funny though. I think either way, she would have thought that was funny. She was actually like a genuinely funny comedian. I remember watching. She had a prank show, and it was like it was like old people Jackass, and it was really good. It was really good.
Do you think we're gonna be like that one day? Old people Jackass.
I absolutely think that our generation, when we get old, are gonna be like the most funny old people.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like I think millennials are getting there. I think millennial grandparents are going to be pretty good, but I think Gen Z grandparents are going to be hilarious.
So what are we going to be then? Let's just name our inspirations out loud so people can't use it against us.
What are we going to be? What do you mean? It's like an old person?
What do we need to become? We're going to be like Super Mega, Game Grumps, Rooster Teeth, Jackass,
Betty White.
Catch Up, Betty White, Jeff Bezos.
Super Best Friends Play.
David Dobrik.
No, I don't want to be like that guy.
David.
Doesn't he have a sex offender
David Dobrik
scandal?
Yes.
Yeah. Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson's cat.
I've not put my dick anywhere near my cat. Thread one other question mark.
So so you talked about what happened with your year, by the way. Oh, the Brothers Pauls, yes.
The Brothers Paul. We gotta make more. Oh,
they had a comeback though.
What's his name? What's the name? That guy that he did the.
What about that one comedian that every girl's obsessed with, John Mulaney?
I thought you were gonna say Pete Davidson.
Well, I guess Pete Davidson too.
See, honestly, if I dye my hair again, I'm discount Pete Davidson.
You could be the Pete Davidson.
The only thing I only thing I don't have is he's got a disease. That was actually really funny. My girlfriend was like, "Oh my God, why does he look diseased?" And then she looked up, "Does he have a disease?" And he has what's the one where you can't digest food properly? Crohn's. He's got Crohn's disease. And I'm like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that you just said he looks diseased because he has one.
Because he is diseased. He absolutely is.
Like, you don't go for cancer. But you're like, damn, it looks like you got cancer. You look like you have cancer. That's okay because he's rich, so you're allowed to make fun of him.
Right.
A little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the fact that he just swooped in and started banging Kanye's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian.
What do people really care about that? Like, who gives a shit?
I think that's just impressive.
I mean, is it impressive? He's not a bad-looking guy.
I know he's not a bad-looking guy. I just feel like that's such a shift. He goes from like dating
bro,
like
Kanye West was not a looker either, bro.
No, but he's like the most like.
Let's just keep it real.
In terms of like celebrity status, the most.
Do you think
like critically acclaimed
celebrity status would make you happy? Like
No, but
or,
I feel like with
dating
Kim
a celebrity?
Kardashian, where like her whole family's whole like gimmick was we want to be rich and famous by any means possible, to the point where my mom will sell a sex tape of myself. I feel like, maybe she's grown past that, and maybe I'm just being a little judgmental. Maybe she's gotten better. Sisters definitely
Or
haven't,
maybe.
but
I mean, yeah.
she probably has. That's good. You know what? Good for her and good for Pete Davidson. I just like the
We're
meme
just
that it's
we're just
like,
assuming a lot.
damn, bro, nice 400-pound deadlift. She just let me hit because I'm goofy. And that's been my whole life.
That's pretty good.
That's been my whole life. People are like, damn.
Are you talking about yourself right now?
Yeah, that's been my whole life. I'm not the biggest looker, but I'm goofy. And it works. Goofy guy.
I don't even know what
White boy summer, whatever. Goofy guy summer. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't even know what to fucking say to you right now, to be honest.
I'm just saying it's a win for the goofy guys. It's a win for the goofy looking Slenderman ass dudes out here.
Yeah.
Know that one day maybe I could date Kim Kardashian. Things don't work out. Date Kim
I'm sorry,
Kardashian.
Angela.
She knows. She understands.
Okay. Well, as long as she understands.
So what did you do this year? Well, last year. Fucking God. I hate that it's already another year.
I listened to a lot of people. Okay, you know what? One joke I didn't want to hear after New Year's, by the way,
What?
is how when people like New Year's just happened, and they start making jokes about last year, like I haven't eaten since last year, or like I haven't drank since last year.
People do it every year, and it just gets less funny.
It happened the morning of the New Year's when I was with my family. I'd gotten up, and the first joke I hear is I haven't eaten since last year. That's the first joke I hear of that's the first thing anyone said around me. And I gotta say, it just ruined my year. It fucking ruined it.
This first day absolutely tanked it in the ground.
There's literally nothing that could bring this year up now. I think there's literally nothing. I could even get married, and I don't think. I think it'd be soured.
That's unfortunate.
I would be on the altar,
Thinking
with
about
my
that
beloved,
joke.
thinking about that fucking joke, and I would honestly object to the wedding myself.
Who said it?
Anyways,
Who said it? Just want to know. No, you don't have to say names. You could say like.
so okay, I'll tell you the name even. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't say the name. But he has the same name as my dad. And it's my dad's cousin.
Oh. At least you don't have to live with him.
No, but I have to see him every so often.
Yeah, but maybe you'll have some amnesia by the time you see him again, and you won't want to kill him for ruining your entire year.
It's like the only thing I associate with him right now. It's just like the only thing I
absolutely ruined your uncle. I guess what the fuck is a cousin?
What the fuck is a cousin?
Is your
cousin-in-law? Not my cousin-in-law.
No, because it's your dad's cousin. It's your just uncle.
My cousin?
Your dad's
not my uncle.
I thought the same name as your dad. Your dad's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just uncle. I just
yeah,
call
it's
it
fine.
an uncle.
It's just we call him Sambo.
All right, Sambo.
His name is Sambo. His name is actually not Sambo, but
First name Sam, last name Bo.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Isn't that like the name of the guy from Dead Island?
No.
His name's
What?
Sam.
Let me talk to you about what I did last year. This year, I did a fuck ton of commissions, dude. That was probably a lot. I put too much work on my plate, I would say. I would go as far as to say that.
Without giving it away, what was the best commission and the worst commission you did? You don't have to say who it was from or what exactly it was, but just say describe the best thing you had to draw and the worst thing you had to draw. Loosely.
Best thing I had to draw was Midna.
Yeah,
Big Midna.
live
Not the tiny little imp one, the one that's fucking weird and shit. I'm talking about the one that's
the
normal.
milfy mom looking ass one.
The milfy, yeah, the only one people should be drawing.
Nice.
To be honest, I mean, do you really want to fuck an imp? Like, let's just keep it real, guys. Who's out here trying to fuck imps? Imp fuckers? How many are there? In the comments, sound off. Anyways, so the New Year's or before the New Year's, let's see. I did a bunch of commissions. I had a surprise party thrown for me.
Yeah.
That day, I got pretty fucked up that day. It wasn't even my birthday because my actual birthday got ruined by some family shit. I didn't go to Burger King, so that's why it got ruined.
He didn't get to play around with the Burger King crown and the Burger
I
King.
didn't get to play with the Burger King crown and the little plays.
Yeah.
My McWhopper. Pretty sad, but I did get really fucked up, crossfaded, and I actually threw up inside of a water bottle.
Ooh. Did it leak out?
Which
the
was
sides?
It okay, so you know how, yeah, basically, you know, like sometimes when you miss and then it spills out.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened.
Hate to see that. Unfortunately.
Well, either way, I made it. I threw up in the bottle. Most of it got in there, and then I ran to the sink because the toilet was occupied because someone else was throwing up on there. But I threw up in the sink. I felt bad because there's like chunks and shit, and I had to clean that shit out myself.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. I'm also gonna be an uncle soon. That's cool, guys. Isn't that cool?
Damn. That's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm not really. My mind's going to like 10 million miles a minute right now. There's a lot to go through. Also, I'm sleep deprived right now. To be honest, I actually haven't slept. I'm not gonna lie to you. You overslept for this.
I'm still tired.
Yeah, I get that too.
I'd say that's like the worst part, where it's like you have to like
Sleep
min-max.
fatigue?
You have to min-max sleep. Where if like you sleep not enough, you're tired. You sleep just enough, you're living on cloud 9. You sleep a little bit too much, and you're groggy for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that happens to me. Actually, I don't oversleep that much, to be honest, because I don't sleep enough.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Really not. Yeah, it's really not that great, to be honest. What the fuck else did I do? I had a surprise party thrown for me. Just a lot of parties, I think. Just a lot of parties. And honestly, I've been getting high out of my mind for like the last like 6 months. Where sometimes there was a short period of time between July and December where I got ghost highs. Do you know what those are?
No, please explain.
So ghost highs are when your body thinks you're still high, but you're not.
Damn.
So your parts of your body will still feel numbness from the high. So for like a whole month, the left side of my chest was just numb.
Damn.
And you know what I did? I still got high anyways. Why? I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with me? But anyways,
You're just,
now
you're
it's
just
not.
into
They're
it.
gone now. I'm just into it, I guess. Whatever. I shat out a lot of weight. Just shat it out.
Just shat weight out.
Shat weight out. The best key thing to do when trying to lose weight is to never eat. And honestly, we can end the podcast on that.
Just wait. What's your before we end it on that note? What's your New Year's aspiration? Name one New Year's aspiration you want to do.
Okay, my New Year's aspiration. Last year it was to stream at least once, right? This year I want to stream at least one more time. So twice.
That's pretty good.
That's 2 times I want to stream this year.
That's pretty good.
What's yours?
Get a job that I
Not
like.
be homeless this year?
Like, get a job that I like. I had some jobs that I didn't like. It's so weird, but I do actually like door-to-door sales because it's just getting paid to go on walks, and then occasionally you'll have to like actually talk to someone, but no one really answers their door.
You could just be a personal trainer. You know, you could.
You know what, I could, because like no one, you don't need any fucking qualification. You just make shit up on the spot to be a personal trainer.
That's what people do. Honestly, just tell them to use keywords like caloric deficit, and they're hooked. That's it.
Yeah.
They're gonna notice the difference, and you're gonna be like a genius.
I'm just gonna
a fitness guru.
I'm literally gonna look up like the fitness TikTok workout routines, and then just like repackage those for like $100 a session.
Just watch a lot of gay porn too. Honestly, I think you can get a lot from it. Perfect. Well, then there you go. I mean, honestly, you're all set to be a personal trainer.
All right.
Not saying personal trainers are gay, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I'm just,
just saying this gay guy is pretty fit looking.
They are pretty fit looking. I've seen five cowboys in a barn, and I've seen what they could do. All right.
They're lifted shit up like bales of hay. You know what I'm saying?
They lift each other up like bales of hay. I'll tell you. They found the needle in the haystack. All right.
Yeah, that's a really good euphemism for. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
They fucked a lot. They fucked hard and raw.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. We're waiting. Actually, for the last couple episodes I've been on iTunes. Subscribe to us on iTunes, please. We will have the episodes up. We're just getting it released to us from our old podcast distributor.
Guys,
we will have iTunes back.
You gotta commend us of one thing. We haven't quit yet. All right, you gotta keep us alive.
We don't give up.
You gotta keep us alive.
This is probably the most irregular podcast in the world. It gets like it's been going for fucking what? 4 years. Well, we have the classic. We have the old podcast that no one talks about anymore. But this podcast, it's been going for a couple of years, and it's only got like less than 20 episodes. But
I miss the old Carnival.
I miss the old Carnival Deluxe. Back when we made fucking Smurfs 2 videos.
Yeah, right. I don't remember any of that.
All right, follow us on Twitter. Follow Andy's new Twitter, Mossy Deluxe. Follow me on Twitter, Kiefer Canny.
At Mossy Deluxe, yeah.
Yeah, follow us, subscribe on YouTube, give us a like and a comment. Comment down below if you'd fucking imp Midna. And yeah, all right.
None of us are degenerates. We're God-fearing men and non-binary person. And yeah, I love Jesus Christ.
Amen, brother.
Amen. Godspeed.